It was all new. So it's beautiful just to be in this place.
Hello, everyone. You're listening to Baby Steps, sponsored by Oxford and Soho Baby, a podcast dedicated to exploring the personal and emotional journeys of parenting. I'm your host. My name is Medea. Today I have Shanell, lifestyle blogger, influencer, author, recently retired from General Motors as of 2 weeks, mother of three sons and two daughter-in-laws, and grandmother of five. Shanell, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's truly a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
Of course. Now we're going to begin by going all the way back to your pregnancy journey.
Mm,
Hmm.
all right.
So, what were some of the most memorable moments during your pregnancy?
Wow. One memory that really stands out with my first son, again, you've already introduced that I have three, is my aunt. I miss her so, who would walk with me. This was new. I was a young mother, and she would walk with me in the neighborhood so that I can get my exercise to prepare for
Mhm.
my delivery. And that was so special to me. It was all new. I remember getting the book. The book on pregnancy is a very famous book. I read that book over and over, and I was really preparing and excited about it. But my auntie, she took time out and she would walk the neighborhood with me. And she also was with me when I got my ultrasound, not sure if I was going to have a girl or a boy. And that same aunt, bless her heart, she's gone and passed on. It's been years now, but her and I were the only women in our family that birthed three sons. And so that always stands out.
Whoa. You're connected then, like through
Yes,
that.
yes, my auntie Melinda. It was beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Yes,
Wow. Yeah, you need to get your exercise, but you can't go too hard. So you have to make sure you're like moving, but
absolutely.
not too much.
Exactly. Especially if you were already working out prior to getting pregnant, it really is important to continue working out, but also to be mindful to protect your baby. But women need to know that you can still exercise. It's actually good for the baby and it's good for your heart when you
Mm-hmm.
birth the baby. So, yes,
Mm-hmm. Did you receive any advice from friends, family, healthcare workers that really stuck with you?
yes. That really stuck with me prior to me having my children.
Prior, during, or during your whole motherhood experience, any
Okay.
advice that you received?
Yes, yes, yes. I definitely would share this, and I continue to share it with others as well. That it's important, especially if you have more than one child, to find time to carve out to have one-on-one with each child. Every child
Hmm.
is different. So when you have that one-on-one, it builds a special connection. You're able to really pour into that child that one-on-one time. It's so awesome. So I was very intentional to make sure that I took time out for one-on-ones with each child. I love that. And it did an amazing.
Yeah, I love that because when you have a new child, the other one feels neglected sometimes, or you're
Yeah.
not giving them enough time. So, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
very, very, very important.
Yes.
Did you receive any advice that turned out to be totally wrong?
Um, what advice did I get that turned out to be totally wrong? Yeah. A lot of people would say that they're going to break your pocketbook. I didn't believe that to be true, and it did not. Just to be able to be frugal, but at the same time knowing to set boundaries. I wasn't the mother that just gave my children everything that they wanted, but I was fortunate enough to have the income to provide, to be able to take them places that I wasn't able to go as a child. My husband
Mhm.
and I, that was beautiful, but they don't break the bank. People say having children are costly. Yeah, it costs, but it doesn't break the bank. It doesn't have to break the bank. Most importantly, it's important for us to pour out love to our children. I came up, I didn't have much material gain, right? Low income housing, low income family, but what I always got was love, and I'm so grateful for that. So let
Mhm.
them break your heart in a good way because you're pouring out so much love, right? Not a heartbreaker, but you're busting it wide open and just pour your love on them. So yeah, yes.
That's the first time I've heard that. Yeah, because people say kids are so expensive, they'll break your wallet. Good luck. That's what I've heard.
Not true. Not true. Of course they cost, but they don't have to break your bank, right? Make sure you're
Mm.
pouring out the love. Budgeting is important. There's always resources. There's always someone willing to give hand-me-downs. Not to say you have to live according to that, but you don't have to go and buy the most expensive stroller, the most expensive crib. No, there are definitely ways people are looking to donate, looking to give, looking to hand down, which is beautiful.
Yeah. So you have a lifestyle blog. Would you
Yes.
like to talk about that a little bit? Give us a little rundown?
Absolutely. My lifestyle blog is the Five Heartbeats, and I blog on faith, family, friendship, fitness, and fun. It is truly the theme of who I am. I've been blogging for, I want to say for years, but really intentional and hyper focused since 2015. So that's the theme of who I am: faith, family, friendship, fitness, and fun. And I share by way of TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And so I like to just share and be a glass house, inspiring. My only desire is to inspire. So I'm assuming that this podcast learned of me because of my blogging on family. And so I did read that most of the podcast sessions are for young mothers or mothers with young children. And I thought, wow, wow, me? Here I am, a grandmother with adult children, but I knew it would be by design. So I'm not sure if this is something different and new, but I love it because I want to say to your young mothers, one day that baby that's on your lap is going to be on your heart because they're going to be an adult. And not only that, your children will one day, if it's by design, will have children on their own. So I think this is great. If I'm the first grandmother here, that's exciting. And I'm not sure if I am or not, but this is awesome.
Yes, you are. This is a big deal. This is huge.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So you said you're recently retired as of 2 weeks from
Yes.
General Motors.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. This is such a wonderful season. Recently retired. It's been 2 weeks and I'm absolutely loving it. I feel like I'm more productive now that I'm retired than I was when I was working. Anywho, I worked at General Motors for 30 years right here in Lansing, Michigan at the Lansing Delta Township plant I worked on the line and as a team leader for years. And then eventually I evolved and began to I interviewed for a position and landed it. So for the past 5 years before I retired, I was an industrial hygienist and an ergonomist. Industrial hygiene is where you would do air sampling for air quality control, local exhaust ventilation testing, as well as noise. And then ergonomics is where I would do analysis on team members to make sure they're not doing too much overhead work, reach, bending, weight, etc. So that
Mhm.
was awesome to be in that position. And I think being in that position has given me so much flexibility to be able to spend more time with my grandchildren. I didn't have to work overtime as much, didn't have to work the weekends, very flexible. Um, as well as being able to write. I've produced music and I'm a new author as well. Yes, I'm a new author. I just released my first book titled Be the Bright Spot. And I'm so excited. So I just came back from a school. I've been reading to the children. Doors are opening, things are happening. So know that too for you young mothers out there that even though you may have a child or children, you could still go for your dreams. Balancing, you'll be at a phase in life like me where your children are older. My oldest is early 30s, my middle is mid 20s, and my youngest is 18, first year in college. My older boys are college graduates, right? And so you'll get to a place where your dreams will begin to stir. They're already going, but then you'll have that freedom when they're older to continue to go for your dreams. I know that was a lot, but I'm stirred up this afternoon on this podcast.
I love that. Yeah, because some people become a mother and they're like, all right, dreams on hold. It's
Yep.
time to just be a mother. But that's not true. You can still pursue your dreams while being a mother.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you inspire your children who's watching you. They're
Hmm.
sponges. They want to see that mom can still balance life and still go for her dreams. And then they'll have that to pass down for legacy. So it's beautiful just to be in this place, even as a grandmother who could write a book that's inspired and dedicated to her grandchildren. I wish I could say, even though my grandmother loved me, but if I had a tangible book to say that my grandmother wrote this and dedicated to me, That is a treasure because books are timeless. And so here we
Hmm.
are in the month of March. March is reading month, so check out Be the Bright Spot.
Can you tell us a little bit about what that book is about?
Yes, that book is about Cam, who's the character, the main character in the book, and it's about making sure that no matter what the circumstances are around you, we have the power to choose how we respond. To be a bright spot, kindness matters. Our caring matters. Our eye contact, saying hello matters. Our sharing is caring, right? And so there's
Mhm.
a book of affirmation, and it just encourages our young people the importance of choosing how we respond, no matter what the situation is going on. So in this book, it's a rainy day, it's storming, everyone's tired and sleepy when they come to class, but Cam walks in with a shining attitude and he's like, let's shift our attitudes. It's going to be an amazing day. The teacher gets up and she's like, there will be no outdoor recess, and everybody's bummed out. But Cam is like, guess what? It's going to be an amazing day. And the sun comes out, the fish come out of the fish tank, not out of the tank, but they're seen because they were hiding. The plants were drooped over, the plants, they rise up. Cam gives away snacks, and it's just an amazing day, all because he chose to be positive in his words of affirmation and confession that the day would be great. So that's the book, and it's a universal message.
Yeah, mind over matter.
Yes,
Yeah, like your
absolutely.
mindset determines what your day is going to be like. If you say today
Yes.
will be the best day ever, it will be the best day ever.
Listen, how do you pronounce your name again?
Medea.
Medea. You just nailed it because from the book was inspired a song that I also released titled A Brand New Day. It's a brand
Oh.
new day. Hey, hello, hi, hey, hey, hey. Hello, hi, hello, hey. Look at that smile. It's going to be a great day. So that song is confessing and commanding the day. So when we wake up, no matter what is going to come out of our day, no matter what we see or what we say, we have to confess that today is going to be a great day. So yes.
Mm-hmm.
So a brand new day is the song, and the book is Be
A
the Bright,
bright, breathe a bright spot.
Be the Bright Spot. Yeah.
Perfect. Is your song on Spotify?
My song is on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. A Brand New Day by Shanell Henry. Yes. And the book, my website is chaneluniquebooks.com. SHANELL uniquebooks plural.com.
Perfect. Listeners, you hear that? Go check her out. Now, final question. What advice would you give the listeners, the new mothers out there?
Hmm. As it pertains to being a mother,
Hmm.
your love is so key to your child's life. Make sure it's not only in your words, but it's in your action. So, nurturing your children early on is necessary. The time you spend to read to them, the time you give them eye contact, the time you caress them and hold them, even for the mothers that still have a child in your womb, that time matters. Read to your unborn child. It's legacy. It's love. And so always be encouraged to speak life over them. I did that with my children when they were young. I spoke into their lives, who they would be and what they were. Even before my children were able to date. Again, I have three sons. Before they even got to the age of becoming a boyfriend, I spoke that they will be present fathers, that they will be awesome husbands. Why? Because I didn't have a father that was present. I didn't see many marriages in my family, but I was determined that I would be the one to break that generational curse as well as my husband. So we spoke life over them, and today they're amazing young men, college graduates, children of their own, wives, present and active. So the difference you make is all in your words, your faith, your hope, and your love.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, what you say to your kids growing up sticks with them forever. So it's
Yes,
important to say positive things to them throughout
yes,
their whole lives.
absolutely.
I love that. Chanel, thank you so much for coming on. Listeners, thank you for tuning in. You've been listening to Baby Steps, sponsored by Oxford and Soho Baby. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.
You've been listening to Baby Steps, sponsored by Oxford and Soho Baby. If you're in the market for a new crib, glider, dresser, or more, we'd love for you to check out our line of furniture. Head over to oxfordbabyandkids.com or sohobaby.com. All links are within the show notes. For more information as a listener, enter the code PODCAST10 for 10% off your total purchase, plus free shipping on all orders over $799. Thanks for listening and tune into our next episode. Bye for now, and remember, every step is a step towards progress. We hope today's story gives you the confidence and the assurance that every journey is different, but we do it together.